Hello, everyone. We, Group 17, I, Hannah, P, Zipping, and Riza are excited to share with you the brochure we created for the fantasy genre with a connection to the theme of nature. We choose this theme because the stories that combine fantasy with elements of nature provide young readers with a sense of wonder about the world around them. These stories encourage imagination and curiosity while helping children feel connected to the natural world. By blending the magic of fantasy with lessons from nature, we hope to inspire children to appreciate and care for their environment in meaningful ways. How the Stars Came to Be by Poonam Mistry is a beautifully illustrated picture book that draws young readers into the magical genre of fantasy and folklore. This book tells us a stunning creation story, showing how the stars came to light up the night sky with themes that connect us to nature, family, and the indigenous art of storytelling. It's perfect for children aged 3 to 5 as the illustrations are vibrant and engaging, and the poetic text makes it an ideal read aloud. This book is a wonderful introduction to the genre of fantasy, especially for young readers. It invites them to think creatively about how things came to be, and its storyline attracts them while nurturing their imagination. I highly recommend this book to anyone wanting to foster cultural appreciation and wonder in children. To engage the children more in the book's content, I designed a simple yet impactful classroom activity called Create Your Own Night Sky. Here, children will use dark paper stickers and crayons to make their own scene, just like the one they heard about it in the story. After creating their sky, they'll encourage to design their own starry story and share it with the group, helping build their confidence in storytelling and expression. And the question which I created to ask after the read aloud are, what did you like most about how the stars were created in this story? Why do you think stories like this help us understand nature and the world around us? If you could create your own story about how something in nature came to be, what would it be? Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Fantasy books are a powerful tool in early childhood education, fostering imagination and creativity. As stated by Zabarki, it is imperative that we as educators encourage the fantasy genre and provide children with the opportunity to engage with fantasy in order to foster their imaginations and open up new possibilities. Next, I will introduce a magical story that invites us all to explore a world of wonder and imagination. Through the Fairy Door by Gabby Donne for ages 4 years old and up. This enchanting book takes young readers on a delightful adventure as they step into a hidden world filled with fairies, beautiful landscapes, and unexpected surprises. Through the Fairy Door fits the fantasy genre beautifully. It transports the readers into a magical world, complete with fairies, enchanted doors, and mysterious creatures. The vibrant illustrations with soft glows and sparkles are frequently used to represent magical elements, enhancing the fairy tale quality of the book. The story involves magical elements that encourage children to think beyond the everyday world, while still keeping the storyline relatable and grounded. This book embodies classic fantasy features like an alternate world, a sense of wonder, and a journey of self-discovery, all of which captivate young imaginations. Through the Fairy Door is an ideal book for early childhood education because it offers a magical, engaging story that resonates with young children's sense of wonder and curiosity. The book's enchanting illustrations, filled with fairies, magical settings, and adventurous characters, captivates children's imaginations and encourages them to envision worlds beyond their own. The language is accessible, making it easy for children to follow, while the themes of friendship, kindness, and respect for nature are relatable and meaningful for young learners. This theme highlights the interconnectedness of all living things, teaching children to respect and care for nature. By portraying nature as a place where magical adventures unfold, the book subtly encourages young readers to explore their own surroundings, sparking a desire to engage with and protect the environment. After reading the book, here are some engaging questions to ask. How does this story make you feel about taking care of nature? What are some ways we can protect our world? After the reading through this book, I implemented an experience using Through the Fairy Door in the classroom that opens up numerous learning opportunities, particularly environmental awareness. For this activity, children will build a fairy house in nature. So it will encourage them to build a fairy house in their outer environment where they look after the plants, they can water the plants, and also making sure that they let the children use their imagination and creativity to create fairy houses. Thank you.
Thank you, Riza. So my name is Pei Wen Lee. I will talking about my book, The Tea Dragon Society. It's written by Katie O'Neill, a delightful graphic novel that blends with fantasy, nature, and the timeless charms of fairy tales. This book take us on a journey with Greta, a young blacksmith apprentice, as she learned the ancient art of caring for tea dragons, adorable creature whose leaf can be brewed into magical tea. I choose this book because it's offer a gentle, heartwarming story filled with a beautiful graphic novel and meaningful themes. It's not just a fantasy tales. It's a story about tradition, community, and the importance of nurturing our nature world. It is perfect for young reader who love magical creature and story with a strong environmental message. The Tea Dragon Society fit well within a fantasy and fairy tale genre. The magical tea dragon and the enchanting setting create a world that feels both whimsical and comforting. The story focuses on tradition, and the bond between characters is a reminiscence of classic fairy tales, making it a memorable read. In the classroom, this book is an excellent resource for exploring things of friendship, environmental stewardship, and the visual storytelling. It is great for discuss on how illustration can enhance a narrative, and it's encourage the children to think about the importance of preserving traditions and caring for nature. One activity I recommended is we create our own tea dragon. It's focused for 4 to 5 age. The children can design their own unique tea dragon species, and they can draw their own tea dragon and describe their special abilities and explain how to make a magical tea. And they can share the characteristic and habitat. This activity combines art, storytelling, and environment education, and helping children to engage with the book's themes while encouraging imaginative thinking. In conclusion, the Tea Dragon Society book is a charming, magical story that teaches about the importance of kindness, tradition, and our relationship with the environment. It is a perfect read for anyone who loves fantasy and wants to explore the wonder of nature in a gentle, reflective way. I hope you enjoyed this book, the Discovering the World of Tea Dragon, and the heartwarming story of Greta's journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Pei Wen. It's a lovely story. I'm excited to introduce you to a wonderful book that will take you on a magical journey right from your own home. Our Towers tells a story about 3 children living in a tower blocks, traveling to strange magical worlds inside a tree, and met an old man with supernatural powers who give them a magic stone which help them to see their tower differently. Why I choose this book? This is a contemporary children's fantasy that blends its imagination elements with everyday's world. The narrative is engaging and poetic, addressing themes that resonate with young readers. The book explores themes of nature, imagination, and the contrast between urban and nature environment. It revealing people's perception of the difference between urban space and countryside. People often think that nature belongs only to the countryside. However, this story challenges this notion by showing that nature can be found everywhere and encourage people, regardless of where they live, have a right to experience nature and its benefit. The book is structured with balance of text and illustrations. Each page contains short text with engaging illustration that reflects the story's magical realism. The layout is simple with enough white space to avoid overwhelming young readers. It is very suitable to children aged 6 to 8 years old. The language is simple and poetic, making it acceptable and enjoyable for young readers. The illustrations in these picture books are vibrant and engaging, depicting both the starkness of urban life and the richness of nature. The illustration completes the text, helping to bring the story to life and capture the imagination of young reader. There are some questions I can engage with children after reading the book. What was the favorite part of the story and why? What did the children see when they look at the tower through the magic stone? And how was different from before? What are some pieces of nature you notice around your homes? After reading this story, I will planning activities encourage children to explore and appreciate the nature worlds around them by capturing photographs in the outdoor area. This is helping to fostering observation skill, creativity, and respect for nature. Thank you for listening.